Hello and welcome to all Mzansi. As I'm gonna be doing the live stream of the Bafana Bafana head coach Hugo Broos. Hugo Broos is gonna be announcing the official squad for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Zimbabwe and Nigeria. We know that the 36-man squad has been announced, and now he has to trim his squad to only 23 players. It's going to be interesting to see which players are going to be missing out. 13 players are going to miss out from the initial 36-man squad. So who of those 13 are going to be missing out? We want to find out in the coming few minutes, because Hugo Broos is going to be announcing uh, the squad, and I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be transmitting the only the visuals, and as for the audio, I'll not be able to give you the audio, unfortunately. So if you just joined, please click on the subscribe button if you're new on Zanzi. Leave a like on the video, and just give me a second as the announcement is going to begin and at 12 o'clock, so it's only about a minute away, and I'm gonna be transmitting the visuals for you. Just give me a second. I just want to fix the live stream, the background. Yes, Hugo Broos gonna be announcing. Just you can also give me your predictions. Who do you think is going to be missing out of the 36-man squad? If you don't remember the 36-man squad, I can remind you. I do have the list of the players who were included in the initial 36-man squad. 18 of them are not going to be making it to the qualifiers, unfortunately. 13 players are going to have to be left out. So that's also in. Just please engage with us. We only have one person watching at the moment. Yes, 7 people watching. Let's engage. Tell me who you think is going to be missing out from the 36-man squad. At 23, only 23 players are going to be making it. I'm going to be giving you the visual transmission of the squad selection or the squad announcement by Hugo Broos in about a few seconds. Just if you're new on Mzansi, kindly click the subscribe button, leave a like on the video as well. I really appreciate that. That really helps us a lot more than you know. So yeah, squad announcement very soon by Hugo Broos. Should I just remind you of who made it into the 36-man squad? Because remember, the squad is going to have to be trimmed today to 23 from 36. So a few players are going to be missing out. A few players are going to be missing out. So for now, they're still talking in the studio. So we'll see what Hugo Broos is going to do today, because he has to. Let me just remind you of the initial squad. The initial squad by Hugo Broos. All right, this is the initial squad. He's going to have to trim the squad. These are the defenders. You can just predict who in these defenders are not going to be making it to the last 33 men. Who are the regulars here? Yeah, a few of these defenders are not going to be making it, because, like I said, 13 players are going to be missing out on the selection. Only 23 men are going to be making it. So yeah, let me just go to the screen. Let me just go to the screen capture. Yeah, let's be here. So tell me what you think about this. Hugo Broos is going to be announcing very soon. Hit a like on the video if you're new on Mzansi. Subscribe to the channel. Give us your support. Now there is Hugo Broos. He's going to be making the announcement very soon. So let's see who is going to be making the last 23 or the final 23-man squad, because we know so far we have the 36-man squad that I mentioned before. Only 13 of them are going to be missing out, and 23 of them are going to be going through to the final squad. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be bringing you the audio from this. I can only bring you the visuals. So now they're still discussing in the studio. Then they will give the coach an opportunity to announce the final 23-man squad, who are going to be facing off against Nigeria and Zimbabwe in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers that are going to be taking place on the 7th and on the 11th. So Bafana Bafana is going to be playing at Nigeria. I think on the 7th they're going to be playing Nigeria, and on the 11th they're going to be playing Zimbabwe. Now these are the visual transmissions. Unfortunately, I cannot bring you the audio because of legal reasons. Unfortunately. So yeah. In the meantime, should I remind you of the squad or the initial 36 men, or if you're aware, if someone needs me to remind them of the initial 36 men squad, you can just say so under the uh, live chat, then I will just pull up the initial 36 men squad. 13 players are going to be missing out. I hope someone like Relebile Mofokeng is going to make it into the final squad, hopefully, and someone like Moloisane, remember he also got his first inclusion into the preliminary squad. I hope he's going to make it to the final squad. So let's see who are going to miss out. This is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. So let's just wait for the coach. Now they're still discussing. If you want me to remind you of the initial squad, you can just say so on the live chat, and then I'll remind you of who are the 36 men who the coach is going to be selecting from, because now he has to select 23 of the best. So let's see. I do hope Level Mufukeng is going to make it though. And also Lyle Foster. It's going to be interesting if Foster is going to make it as well. Let's wait and see what is going to happen. So they're still discussing a few things in the studio. Unfortunately, I cannot bring you the audio. We'll just be doing a live reaction to this. So yeah, this is the squad. Let me remind you of the squad. These are the goalkeepers that he's going to be choosing from. Ronwen Williams, Bruce Boma, Velu Motoa, as well as Ricardo Gause. I think usually Hugo Broos takes 3 goalkeepers, so one of them is going to be missing out. Last time it was Velu Motoa who missed out. This time round, let's see who's going to miss out. I think it's going to be between Bruce Boma and Velu Motoa. Again, one of them is going to miss out. And then on defenders, we know Sydney Mobi is one of his favorites. Innocent Maela from Orlando Pirates may possibly miss out. Given Simango from Kaizer Chiefs may possibly miss out. Kuliso Mudau is not going to miss. He's going to be one of the players. Siyabonga Ngezana. Interesting. Ngezana has returned. I do think that Ngezana is going to be included. If he misses out, it's going to be unfortunate. He may miss out because of the controversial issues. Because remember, last time out, Ngezana was supposed to come, but he failed to come due to some regulatory reasons from where he's playing. So Thabiso Munyane from Orlando Pirates at the right back, he may miss out as well. Ngosinatis VC, Toby Mbala, yeah, these are some of his favorites. So let's see who are going to be missing out. Let's continue on to the midfielders, and I think with the midfielders, I think all these midfielders are going to make it. The 5 of them, it's only 5 midfielders that he included in the initial 36-man squad. So I feel like all of these midfielders are going to be included in the squad. And then as for forwards, this is where it's going to be very, very interesting. I really would like to see Lebile Mofokeng included in the final squad. I hope he's going to be included there. Let's see what is happening this side. So we're still waiting for the announcement from Hugo Broos. At the moment, they're still just discussing in the studio. Let me go back to the studio. Yeah, they're still discussing in the studio. So tell me who you think is going to miss out and who you think is going to make it to the final 23-man squad. So remember, we have 36 players that Hugo Broos is going to be choosing from. 13 of those players are going to be missing out. If you're new on Mzansi, also click on the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video as well. Engage with us on the live chat. Who do you think is going to make it to the final squad and who do you think is going to be missing out? Obviously, we know in goal we're gonna have Ron Williams. Like I said, it's going to be between Veli Motwa and Bruce Vuma from Kaizer Chiefs. One of them, I think, is going to miss out because he cannot afford to take 4 goalkeepers to the qualifiers because the squad the places are very, very limited. So he's going to have to leave someone out. So let's wait and see who is going to leave out. It's going to be Veli Motwa missed out on the last round. Remember in the friendlies. And then I feel like this time Bruce Boma might be left out because his form has been poor and Velumotwa has been doing very, very well at Amazulu. He has had a resurgence there, so he has been playing well towards the end of the season. And Bruce Boma, yeah, I think he has not been very, very good. He hasn't been good. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. who are going to be included in the 23-man squad. So tell me what you think about Relebile Mofokeng. Do you think he's going to make it to the final squad, or do you think he's going to just miss out? Remember, this is the first time that he was included in the preliminary squad as well. So let's wait and see if he's going to be included. They're just taking their time. I don't know why they are they allowing an hour on SABC for this. So, like I said, on the 7th, they're going to be playing against Nigeria, and then on the 11th, against Zimbabwe. But now let's wait for the coach as he's going to be announcing the final 23-man squad. I wonder, it was a headache for him because Bafana Bafana, I think we have had a decent squad lately, and it must be a headache for Hugo Broos to select only 23 players. He has 36 decent players to choose from, and only 23 of them are going to make it to the final squad. So yeah, 9 minutes into it, he has not yet started to make the announcement, the Bafana Bafana head coach, but hopefully it's not going to take too long because we still need to react to this. So who do you think is going to make it? What do you think about Relebile Mofokeng? Yeah, I think now they're going to an ad break. If they're going to an ad break, let's just go back to the players. So these are the midfielders and the strikers, like I said. Who do you think is going to make it to the final squad in the strikers or the forwards especially? Who's going to miss out? So interestingly, how many debutants are there? Devin Titus as well as Relebile Mofokeng. And who? Yeah, only the two of them. And then for center forwards, we have Lyle Foster, we have Ikram Reyners, we have Evidence Makgoba, who I feel he does not deserve to be here, but it is out of loyalty. Like, as we know about Hugo Broos, he's all about loyalty. So he's loyal to Evidence Makgoba, even though Evidence Makgoba hasn't been playing at Orlando Pirates. He has been injured, and then now he was not playing, but he's here. So I feel like someone like Evidence Makgoba may miss out here in the final squad because 13 players are not going to make it, like I mentioned a couple of times before. Pestau obviously is going to be there. Elias Mokwana, has he been playing well for Polokwane City? I feel he has had a very rough end to the season. Mlondi Mbanjwa as well at Amazulu, a rough patch in the last few matches towards the end of the season. So Mlondi Mbanjwa, Elias Mokwana, one of them may miss out there. Devin Titus, this is his first time being in the preliminary squad, so whether or not he's going to make it to the final squad, we wait and see. Also in Napolis, he was in the friendlies in Algeria, so also Napolis was doing well as well as at Polokwane City. I'm sorry about Elias Mukwana, he's at Skokuna United. Tambazwane, obviously, Patrick Maswangani. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for the coach to only select 23 players out of what he has. They're still on an ad break, which is why I'm here. That's just reminding you of what the coach is going to be choosing from. He's going to be choosing from all these players, very talented players. So yeah, let me go back to the official squad announcement. Bafana Bafana for the FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, like I mentioned before. So we wait and see what is going to happen next. So these are the goalkeepers. Like I said, I think Bruce Woma may miss out. My prediction is that Bruce Woma is possibly going to be missing out. Ricardo Goz, he's a steady Eddie. I think he's a good deputy to Ronwen Williams. And then Velimoto and Bruce Woma, one of them is always at risk of missing out on the final 23-man squad. I feel this time is going to be Bruce Woma because Velimoto has been playing very, very well. So now they are back on the side. Let me just go back to the studio. They're still just asking a few questions of the coach. We were just interested in the squad announcement. Who are going to be making it to the final 23-man squad, in the final 23-man squad. Please engage with us on the live chat as well. Let me just play the audio a little bit. Let's hear what he said.
But the purpose for us was to let play all the players that didn't play so much before, so that we could see the new players who were with us, like Mokwana and Banjwa, to give them chances and to see, yes, are those players ready to stay with us? Secondly, you play with 11 players who never play together. So the 0-0 was for me a result, but it was not important. For me, it was important what I saw during the 90 minutes. But what we showed then, 3 or 4 days later against Algeria, was very good. Was very good. We played a very good game. And after the game, everyone came to me and they said, wow, what...
So he's still talking about the previous squad that he used in the friendlies in Algeria. Still talking about those games, how they played, the tactics and all that. But our interest is on who is going to be making it to the final 23-man squad for the FIFA World Cup Qualifiers for 2026. And then also, do you think Bafana Bafana are going to be making it to the FIFA World Cup, given the group that they're in? We have Nigeria, we have Zimbabwe, South Africa, and who's this team? There's this other team that we lost to. The only team we lost to, I don't remember that team in our group. So I feel Bafana Bafana should be making it out of the group, but it's going to be very, very difficult. So now they're still only talking about this. Let's hear what the coach is saying. Let's go back.
Yeah, we look at this encounter. It was a high-scoring encounter. Algeria, the North African giants against South Africa. Maybe the criticism there would also be just in terms of the conceding of goals that we saw in that encounter.
But also it's about the quality of the team that we're up against. This is Africa's, I think it was Africa's number 7, having started the year as Africa's number 5. When you look at Algeria, champions of the AFCON 2021 in Egypt. So this is just not just any team. And if you look at the profile of this Algerian team and you look at the profile of Morocco, they're almost at the same level. And we're talking about a team largely dominated by players based in the PSL. And also, you've got an Elias Mukwana, you've got Mbanja, as the coach has just said. But I think for me, if I were to point at some positives from this game, you just look at the...
are going to make it to the FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Zimbabwe and Nigeria in the beginning of June. So now they're still talking about the previous matches. I don't know why they're wasting time on that. Feel like they're taking too long to make the announcement, but yeah, patiently waiting because this is very, very interesting. We have 36 players, and then 13 of them are going to be placed on the waiting list in case of an injury or something like that. So I just hope that Lebule Mufugeng is going to be included in the 23 man. I think he can add something to Bafana Bafana. I genuinely hope he can add something to Bafana Bafana. So I hope someone like Lebule Mufugeng is going to make it. So let's wait and see whether the coach is going to select him. So now, even if I open the audio, hey, Baba, we want to listen. Ngosnati Zwane, you will not tell me what to do, Ngosnati, unfortunately, bruv. Unfortunately, I'll try to open the audio, but it is risky for me opening the audio. So you can't just say we want to listen. So now he's still doing analysis of the previous games in Ngosnati, and I do open the audio at times, but I cannot have the audio on all the time, unfortunately.
Something to look for. When Temba should be injured for a longer time, who will replace him? And I think and I hope that I found someone with Samwani from Pirates. So he's a guy who has the quality. Maybe miss a little bit as international experience, certainly. Zwane has it. Zwane Temba has it. But okay, I give him confidence and it's up to him to show because I know he has the qualities. But yeah, this is a level much higher than he's used to play. So let's hope that he can make the step.
No, absolutely, because Velile, yes, we will speak of the quality of Temba, but we are also forward-looking. You know, when you look at his age now and how old he'll be, you know, during the World Cup, you know, should we qualify and all the other tournaments that are going to be taking place, those contingent...
Too long to give us the announcement on the squad. I think there's going to be another ad break as well, so it is taking too long. Anyone who wants me to remind them of the 36-man squad that the coach is going to be selecting from, you can just tell me on the live chat, and I can go to the squad list of the players who are going to be in contention for the final squad. So, like I said, we have 4 goalkeepers, and then I think the coach will only be taking about 3 goalkeepers. Either Velimoto or Bruce Vuma is going to be missing out. I don't think Ricardo Goz is going to miss out. I think Goz is going to be part of the squad, the final squad. But then one of the two between Velimoto and Bruce Vuma is going to be missing out. So we're still waiting for the coach to give us the announcement. But now they're still talking about the tactics and what happened in the previous friendlies in Algeria. Just waiting patiently waiting. It's okay, Ngosnati Zwane. It's all right. I know most people want to listen, but I do explain myself before I start these live streams that I will not be able to give you the audio all the time, unfortunately. Yeah, they're on an ad break. Let's go back to the squad. So these are the goalkeepers, like I said. Please show us the 36-man squad again, bro. Okay, Mfano Wenkosi. Okay, there we go, Mfano Wenkosi. These are the goalkeepers. These are the defenders. And then on the next screen, I have the midfielders and the forwards. So this is what the coach is going to be selecting from. So he has to select from these players. Only 23 players. And if you can check the screen, we have 4 goalkeepers, 10, 14 plus 4. That is 18 players already in this screen. So we're going to midfielders and forwards. So it's 36 men. Only 26 men out of 36. I don't know why he had to select 36 players, really, initially, because it is just sometimes you're giving players hope and then you're going to disappoint them in the last minute because most of the players are going to be disappointed. And no, all of them are now looking at the screens. They want to also find out because everyone is going to find out here exactly at the same time as us who is going to make it to the final 23-man squad. As for Thabo Mloisane, yeah, I would like him to be included, but I think the chances are very slim. So let me move on to the midfielders and the forwards. So these are the midfielders and the forwards that the coach is going to be selecting from. Like I said before, as for the midfielders, I don't see why he would leave out any of them. He only selected 5 midfielders, so I think all of them are going to be making it to the final squad. But I think this is a bit of a disadvantage to the forwards because if you look at players like Patrick Maswangani is a midfielder, isn't he? So Patrick Maswangani, I feel he should be in the midfielders. But with the midfielders, I think the coach was making his final selection. So those midfielders, I don't think anything is going to change. As for the forwards, I feel someone like Evidence Mahopa, like I said before, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's done well for us in the AFCON, but I don't think it deserves to be here. I think it was a waste of time including him here. Lyle Foster, he has done well with Burnley towards the end of the season, even though his season was disrupted by personal issues as well as injuries. Relebule Mofokeng. I really want this player to be included in the final 23-man squad, but well, we will see. Let me just check on the other side. They're still on an ad break. Wow, why are they taking so long, man? Why are they taking so long? So this is like I said, the 36-man squad that the coach is going to be selecting from. I hope everyone got that. And I'm going to be going back to the screen once they are finished with the ad break. They're taking too long. I've been live for 23 minutes. I thought it was going to take less than that to announce the squad, but they're still asking the coach a few questions about the previous selections and all that. So with the midfielders, do you think anyone is going to miss out? I don't think anyone is going to miss out. I think Tewa Mokoena, obviously he's back from his injury layoff. Grant Maheman has been the best player at Supersport United. I think he's going to win the best player of the season at Supersport United. Jaden Adams, obviously he has been steady. He's been selected a lot by Hugo Broos. I think he's one of his favorites. But Tusi Overs, yeah, he has been doing well at Mamelodi Sundowns. And then Sperelos Tole as well. So I think the midfielders are going to remain like that. And then as for the forwards, I think that is where we may see a few players missing out. Mayambela has been very consistently selected by the coach. So let me go back to the studio as they are back from the ad break. Going back to the studio. Here we go. All right, let's hear what they're talking about now.
A huge job, and it's yeah, the the worst part of my job, because you have to select players.
Yeah, he's right.
And try that you select
it's the worst part, like I said.
Enough players. If there happens something that you have players to replace. So that means that you arrive always around 36, and then you know that you have to disappoint 13 players.
Yeah,
and some of them, okay, it's not so difficult to take the decision, but sometimes, yes, you have to choose between two players. Who I'm going to take? And then I have to put all my sentiments
don't disappoint Lebulem. He's still a young player.
back, and I just
put him in the final squad. Honestly, guys, like, did he have to include Lebulem in the preliminary squad if he knew he was not going to select him for the final squad? I think that would be questionable for me. That would be questionable. There is no need to include someone like Lebulem. He's a young player. Don't kill his confidence. So I feel that Lebulem is going to be in the final squad. Otherwise, the coach wouldn't have taken him initially, knowing that he's not going to include him in the final squad. All right, here we go, guys.
So the 23 members of the Bafana Bafana squad are the goalkeepers: Ronwen Williams, Ricardo Gos,
yes,
and Veli Motva.
Yeah, like I said.
Defenders:
the goalkeeper
Sydney Moby,
to miss out.
Tapelo Morena, and Consinati Sibisi, Aubrey Modiba, Motobi Mvala, Kuliso Mudau, Siabonga Ngezana, and Grant Kekana.
Ah, come on.
Midfielders: Teboho Mokoena, Jeden Adams, Batusi Obas, and Spehelo Sitole. Strikers: Temba Zwane, Oswin Apolis, Patrick Masangwani, Ikram Reiners, Elias Mokuwana,
good.
Lyle Foster,
yeah.
Percy Tau, and Rele Bohile Mofokeng.
Yes, good.
All right.
Thank you for
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 23-member squad that will be representing South Africa when they take on Nigeria next week Friday and the following Tuesday against Zimbabwe for the 2026 World Cup Qualifiers. Velila, I'm going to come to you.
Mouth-watering attacking lineup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So right off the bat.
You know what? The last time Bafana Bafana went to Uyo, we beat Nigeria 2-0. Tukolo Rantie, Pesitao were the goal scorers. I see a team that is going to go and shock Finity George on debut here. I know. I have to say it. I have to say it. Very exciting team. 7 players who were not at the AFCON. So that gives you that the bulk of the team is players who were at the AFCON. So when you look at also in terms of
going to the studio, let's check out the players who missed out. So in midfielders, Debo Mokoena, Grant Mecherman, Jaden Adams was there. Yes, Perelos Tole, he missed out on the midfielders. And then as for forwards, what's Temazani saying? Jesus, my memory is very, very short term. So Lebulem Mofokeng is included. I didn't see Lyle Foster. I saw Lebulem Mofokeng, Pesitau. I saw Elias Mokwana. I saw Igram Reyners. Oswin Apolis, Patrick Maswangani. How many players were there in the thingy? In the forwards? Yeah, but I think Lebulem Mofokeng, Igram Reyners, Elias Mokwana, Pesitau, Patrick Maswangani. I'm sure of these 5. Mihlali Mayambela as well. So it was the 6 players. So many players missed out, like Devin Titus. I think he'll be disappointed, but he's not as young as Lebulem Mofokeng. I feel for Lebulem Mofokeng, it was a must for the coach to include him because you can't do this to a young player. So thank you for having joined me, guys. I'm gonna be uploading a short video of when the coach was making the announcement. Thank you very much for watching on Mzansi. If you're new on our channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and leave a like on the video. Midfielders, Macheman missed out. Ah man. Yeah, missed that. I'm really sorry. Thank you, Amakhosi. But Spalelo Stole for instead of Mahman. I feel like with the midfielders it was unfair. Man. Should have included them all. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm really happy that